Welcome back to a brand new PTCG live video. Today I'll be showcasing the new Mega Diancie EX with the newly released set Mega Evolution. So that being said, let's get into the deck list. Let's see which new cards we'll be running. So we do have the 2 copies of the new Mega Diancie EX here. This will be our main attacker. And we do have that ability Diamond Coat where this Pokemon takes 30 damage less from attacks. So it's almost like it effectively has 300 HP for a basic Pokemon EX here. And then for our attack with the Garland Rave, the 120x damage multiplier, we can discard up to 2 energy cards from this Pokemon to do 120 damage for each of them. And then we also do run the Togekiss line here as well to take extra prize cards. We have the 3 Togepi, the 1 Togetic, and the 3 Togekiss here for that Wondrous ability. When your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out, we get to flip a coin, and if heads, we get to take an extra prize card for this knockout. And the effect of Wondrous doesn't stack. And then we have the 1 copy of the Lillie's Clefairy EX here, mostly for that Dragapult EX matchup for that Fairy Zone ability. The weakness of your opponent's Dragon-type Pokemon is now Psychic-type. And then we do have the Full Moon Rondo with the 20 base damage. We can also do 20 more damage for each benched Pokemon for both you and your opponent. And then we do run the 1 copy of the Latias EX here for that Skyliner ability, where your basic Pokemon in play have no retreat cost. And then we do run also the 1 copy of the Mew EX here, mostly for that Cornerstone Ogerpon EX matchup, just in case your opponent tries to wall us out. And then lastly, we have the 2 copies of the Squawkabilly EX here for that Squawk and Seize ability. Once during your first turn, you can discard your hand to draw 6 new cards. And then moving on to our trainer cards, for our ace spec, we have the Prime Catcher. It's basically a double switch out where you get to gust up one of your opponent's bench Pokemon and then switch out your own active Pokemon. And then for our stadium cards, we have the 2 copies of Mystery Garden, where once during each player's turn, they can discard an energy card from their hand in order to draw cards until they have as many cards in their hand as Psychic Pokemon in play. And then for our supporter cards, we have the 4 Boss's Orders for gusting up one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. The 3 copies of the new Lillie's Determination, where you get to shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 6 new cards. And if you have exactly 6 prize cards remaining, you get to draw 8 cards instead. And then lastly, with the 4 copies of the Professor's Research for some extra draw support. And then for our tool cards, we just have the 2 copies of the Powerglass for our Mega Diancie EX here, where at the end of your turn, after you attack, if the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot, we can attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to that Pokemon. And then lastly, we have the 8 basic Psychic Energies here. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into some games here. Okay, all we get is Fezandipiti. So we did win the coin toss, decided to go second, had our opponent go first. Looks like no mulligans. And looks like it's going to be maybe Terrestrial Toolbox. Has to be. Nest Ball. This is probably going to be Fan Rotom. Yeah, there it is. Right on cue. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to go into Ditto for the Ogerpon Wellspring most likely. So I feel like the Togepi could be a pretty bad bet. Yeah, there's Wellspring. And even got energy on it already. So, definitely want to try and knock it out. Let's get Squawk, especially if we can get it out right away before it retreat locks us into oblivion. Squawk and Seize. Nice, we get the Latias. Surprise? Nope. It's good. I don't know, should we go Mystery Garden? We only have 2 Psychic Pokemon in play. Anything in Night Stretcher? Nope. Yeah, let's go over to 240. So we got Togetic and Wondrous Patch. Then go into Latias EX. So yeah, we foiled their plot really quickly here. And they still play the Noctowl, they completely misplay. Something tells me they're probably going to concede here, because, yeah, they just concede here. Okay, they won the coin toss. They decided to go second, had us go first. And looks like they got Tool Scrapper and Max Belt, so that's pretty good to keep in mind. They do take 1 mulligan here. So yeah, really not the best start for us. We have no Squawk here. Sun turn. Yeah, they got Buddy Puffin. So I feel like we have to be careful and not put both of the Powerglasses into play at the same time. And then the Max Belt, there's really nothing we can do about that. Oh wow, there's a Rare Candy, but just no Togekiss. Let's research. Oh wow, another Rare Candy. So they go into Pidgey, so that Max Belt is still my biggest concern. Yeah, they got Rare Candy, Pidgeot. It was gonna be either Pidgeot or Charizard. But now it's gonna be so much easier for them to find the Charizard and Rare Candy. Maybe Lillie's Determination. Yeah, they play Arven instead. Buddy Puff and TM Evolution. Yeah, looks like they're gonna go for the double Charmeleons. What, they find none of them? So I guess they prized both of them? Oh no, that was for to attract customers, okay. Never mind. Yeah, there's 1 Charmeleon. Would be nice to have a boss here, but... yeah, they get double Charmeleon. another Psychic Energy. And then I guess just put down Mega Diancie and Clefairy. Research. For some reason I thought we had a Togekiss in discard also. Earthen Vessel. At least I don't think they knock us out because it's 180 plus 60, which is 240. They gust us. Or the Latias. And they play Lilies. We really should have saved that Ultra Ball for a Togekiss. Now we are pretty much paying the price here. It's impossible to find this Togekiss. See, they got Fezandipiti. Yeah, I really want boss here. Flip the script. That Fez is a good gusting option for us, and we can gust that up and knock it out if we can find boss. They still have quick search left. I think they already played their supporter. Yeah, they already played Lillies for their supporter. They played Counter Catcher. I don't think they're going to be doing any more gusting here. Still did not find a boss. Okay, there's 2 Togekiss in the deck. Let's gust up Fezandipiti. Let's see if we can lane the heads here. We'll definitely need it. Somewhat. Definitely help. Okay, there we go. 3 prize cards for that Fez. see what we get. Okay, that's not too bad. But something tells me they're not going to bench any weak, low HP Pokemon in my opinion. There's like no reason to do so. Yeah, they retreat out into Charmeleon. Yeah, and they're in this Ultra Ball here. And they haven't used a single boss. That's pretty bad. Pretty bad. And I guess we can try the Mew EX option. We have 2 Wonder Patches in the discard. Oh wow, they go Iono. Okay, that's a good card. I feel like we might have to go for the Mew EX, honestly. But that'll be our only chance at actually taking the game here. Because if we build up the... Or if we go into Mega Diancie, that's just not enough damage to knock out Charizard. Plus they don't have any weak Pokemon on the bench. So there's nothing for us to gust here. Yeah, basically just all boils down to this turn. Mystery Garden. Okay, that's a good card too. Let's research. Nest Ball for the Mew. Ultra Ball both of those away. Yeah, let's restart first. Go for Mystery Garden. Nice, there's the Wonder Patch and even a Iono. I mean, Prime Catcher. But you know what? I don't think it's enough. Maybe it is? I think it is, actually. Yeah, let's just do Fezandipiti for the last 2 bosses. Yeah, it's enough. 330. And we take the game. Wonder Kiss doesn't really matter. It is a Tails. Yeah, there we go. There's a boss's orders. I was prized. And we take game. Okay, we don't get any other basics here. So our opponent won the coin toss. They decided to go first. And they had us go second. They took a mulligan. Looks like they're going to be Mega Gardevoir. Let's see, they play Pokeball. This looks like a pretty interesting Mega Gardevoir deck, to say the least. Seeing another Lillies. I don't know if I want to put them. Might as well. Looks like the Latias EX got prized. Yeah, let's end turn. See, what did they even search out that Pokeball? I go for Call Signal. Looks like they just lose this game here. Yeah, they used the Call Signal for the Curlium. Yeah, let's play Lillies here since we still have 6 prize cards. Oh, I can't believe I didn't see a single Wonder Patch. Yeah, that is really unfortunate. But you could not set up a single attacker here, mostly just because the Latias was prized and no Wonder Patches, so that was just a double. Going against us here. And see, they get Ambered there. Yeah, they just go for the Mega Symphonia. Yeah, let's go for the 240. Yeah, that's an interesting game. And it's like, they got pretty bad draw support also. Like, all they played was a Pokeball. They get the Kadabra into play, so they drew the 2 cards of the ability. Let's see. And they play Larry. They get Tails. What does that do again? If Tails, search your deck for a basic Pokemon, put into your hand. If heads, they could search out any 2 Pokemon. Yeah, so we really need that Rare Candy to get Togekiss into play. I go for the 120. We do take 30 less because of our diamond code. Okay, that's what we're talking about. There's the Rare Candy. And the Megalith's Night Stretcher Energy card for Mystery Garden. Where are these Wonder Patches? Night Stretcher. Yeah, let's go for the 120. I don't see any way they can win this. Like, now that they're down 3 prize cards, potentially 4. And we get 4 here. Yeah, so one of these has to be Latias, I think. Yeah, there's Latias, Boss, and Fez. Yeah, whatever they're testing out, it kind of failed miserably because like using gimmicky cards like Pokeball, like yeah, it can work at the end of the day, but okay, they do knock out our Diancie here, so that's pretty interesting. Let's go into Mew EX. I still can't believe there's not a single Wonder Patch that we drew. That's not it. And let's put Latias, Fezandipiti, Night Stretcher for energy card. Flip the script. Still no Wonder Patch. Wow. Now you can't even make this up. What's in the deck? It says all 4 in the deck. See, we use Mystery Garden. Okay, let's try Psychic Energy of the Night Stretcher. Restart for 1. Jeez. Guess we just research here. That difficult to get 1 Wonder Patch. Okay, at least we will just win the game here. Take an extra prize card of Togekiss. And there we go, last 2 prize cards. Okay, we don't get any other basic Pokemon here. So yeah, our opponent did win the coin toss. They decided to go first, had us go second, which is pretty ideal. We definitely do want to go second. And I'm looking that we can pick off that Latias EX right on our first turn. Pretty much what I want to do here. I forgot to restart. Oh no, maybe get another Diancie. Pick less. Oh no, yeah, let's restart now for 1 card. Another Lillies. Yeah, let's play the Lillies instead. Maybe another Togepi just in case. Yeah, let's go for the KO. So we get our Latias and Night Stretcher. And we got energy back with the Powerglass. Then into Dust Skull. Hopefully they don't use Iono here. I'm really hoping they don't. I feel more likely it's the Lillies, but never know. They use the Recon. Oh, there's Fezandipiti. That is so convenient for them. And there's Lily's Determination. So yeah, everything just falls into place for them. Hopefully we can... This shouldn't be an easy game for us in general though, because if we just put the Clefairy down, the Lily's Clefairy EX, all of their dragons become weak to Psychic. And we already got a really good head start by getting rid of the Latias EX, so... Yeah, here comes the Gust thing. So yeah, what we need here is that Wondrous Patch. Should we use Mystery Garden? We don't really need to. Let's knock out the Duskull. Maybe we can get a heads on a Togekiss. Yeah, we need heads for that to work. Of course it doesn't. Let's see, Wondrous Patch. Yeah, I feel like in general they're going to need the Dragapult, the Fire Energy, Dusknoir, to put the 130 on Mega Diancie to take out our Mega here. Which is still possible. They used Flip the Script for 3 cards and they'll draw another card with your Cloak, which will be 4 cards. It's still very possible. But then if they give up the Dusclops, or the Dusknoir I mean, that's a free prize card for us. Yeah, it looks like they're Ultra Balling for Dusknoir. They Buddy Poffin. I get the Hawlucha with Buddy Poffin, which the ability does not work. Not the biggest deal, but something tells me they're probably going to put damage on Togepi, knock that out. Yeah, they go for Curse Blast, probably on Mega Diancie. Of course. As long as we don't get Iono here, we should be good. We get Psychic Energy. Yeah, and there's Phantom Dive. So they do take 4 prize cards in this turn. Yeah, I'm just curious what we'd get on the top deck here. Okay, Ultra Ball's not too bad. Let's go into Mega Diancie. Yeah, it's a one-hit KO. Yeah, they just concede here. Well, those are all of the games. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.